Let's move on now. BJP President JP Nadda was in for some surprise while on a visit to Patna when All India Students Association ISA workers Gheraoed him at the Patna College on Saturday. They raised slogans of "Go Back JP Nadda" and demanded the rollback of the new education policy. ISA is the students' wing of the CPIML. Now, huge protests against JP Nadda broke out at the Patna College campus later on. In fact, JP Nadda, while delivering a speech, said that he would like to hear out the protesters. Well, and West Bengal police on Saturday nabbed 3 Jharkhand Congress MLAs in Howrah district after a huge amount of cash was found in their car. 3 Congress MLAs from Jharkhand, Irfan Ansari, Rajesh Kachap and Naman Kongri were travelling from Jamtara in Jharkhand to East Midnapur in West Bengal by a road route when the police intercepted their car. The MLAs are being questioned for the source of money. The police have also sought cash counting machines to ascertain the total amount. Ansari is the MLA of Jamtara, while Kachap is the legislator of Khijri in Ranchi district and Kongri is the MLA of Kolebira in Simdega district. A controversial statement by the Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari, who said that if Gujaratis and Rajasthanis were to be removed from Mumbai, then it will not be the financial capital of the country. This has irked state political parties that have called the governor's statement an insult to Mumbai and the Marathi Manus.
महाराष्ट्र में विशेष करके मुंबई ठाणे यहाँ से गुजरातियों को निकाल दो और राजस्थानियों को निकाल दो तो तुम्हारे यहाँ कोई पैसे बचेगा ही नहीं। ये राजधानी जो है जो कहलाती है आर्थिक राजधानी कहलाएगी नहीं।
Cause and effect. After the governor's controversial statement on Friday, protests by the NCP in Mumbai and Thane today. As sharp political reactions came in, with Uddhav Thackeray describing the statement as an insult to Mumbai and Marathi pride.
राष्ट्रपतींचे हे दूत असतात. घटनेची शपथ ही सर्वांनाच घ्यावी लागते. ही घटनेची शपथ घेताना जात पात धर्म याच्या पलीकडे जाऊन सगळ्यांचा सांभाळ करणं आणि सगळ्यांना समानतेने वागणूक देणं हे आपल्या सगळ्यांचं कर्तव्य आहे. मग हे कर्तव्य यांनी मोडलं असेल तर त्यांच्यावरती गुन्हा कोणता दाखल करायचा? कारण ज्याप्रमाणे त्यांनी मराठी माणसाचा आणि मराठी अस्मितेचा अपमान केलेलाच आहे.
Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and Deputy Chief Minister, the BJP's Devendra Fadnavis, have distanced themselves from the statement.
राज्यपाल जी का जो बयान है उसमें हम लोग सहमत नहीं है. हमारे जो हिंदू प्रदेश सम्राट बाला साहब ठाकरे जी की जो भूमिका मुंबई और मराठी माणूस के लिए वही हमारी शिवसेना की भूमिका है.
माननीय राज्यपालजींच्या विधानाशी आम्ही सहमत नाही आणि उद्योगाच्या क्षेत्रात देखील मराठी माणसाने जी प्रगती केली आहे आज ती जगभरामध्ये मराठी माणसाचं नाव झालेलं आहे.
After the outrage, the governor has elaborated on his statement. He said that there was no intention of depicting Marathis in poor light. He also mentioned that he only spoke about contributions of Gujaratis and Rajasthanis and that the Marathis made Maharashtra big through their suffering. The Marathi businessmen have brought glory everywhere and there is no question of insulting Marathi people.
In the coming days, there will be corporation elections happening in Mumbai, Thane as well as several other districts across Maharashtra. And that's the reason the statement given by the governor is considered to be a political statement, after which the government himself had to come out and give an explanation on the same. In Mumbai with camera person Dhanesh, Sohit Mishra, NDTV.
From Maharashtra to Delhi now, with the Lieutenant Governor recommending a CBI probe into the implementation of the new excise policy, the Delhi government has decided to go back to the old regime of retail liquor sale in the city. The old excise policy will be implemented for the next 6 months as the Delhi government is working to streamline a new policy for 2022-23. Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, addressing a press conference on Saturday, said that the BJP was using CBI and Enforcement Directorate to threaten liquor licensees and excise officials.
Over 400 liquor vents like this one behind my back were shut just last year in the month of November when the Delhi government announced new excise policy pulling out from the liquor business. Now, the Delhi government has announced the reversal of the new excise policy, which means that all of these liquor vends which were shut just last year are set to reopen. And now, the liquor business will be wholly controlled by the Delhi government.
The Delhi government's reversal of its excise policy announced only 9 months ago. The decision coming 9 days after the Lieutenant Governor ordered a CBI probe in its implementation. The opposition BJP and Congress have also held violent protests in the capital. The Delhi government has accused BJP of using central agencies to intimidate liquor business owners and officials.
आज दिल्ली में जो नई पॉलिसी में भी 850 दुकानें हो सकती थीं, आज दिल्ली में कुल 468 दुकानें चल रही हैं। तो ये 468 दुकानों से भी और कम हो जाएंगी, कई और लोग दुकानें छोड़ के जाने वाले हैं।
The BJP has said the reversal is an admission of guilt.
कल इन्होंने एक्साइज पॉलिसी को वापस लिया है। मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूं, कल भी बोल रहा हूं, ये सिर्फ जेल जाने का डर है अरविंद केजरीवाल एंड गैंग को। जब तक लूट का पैसा वापस नहीं आएगा तब तक दिल्ली की जनता भी नहीं छोड़ेगी और हम सांसद भी नहीं छोड़ने वाले हैं अरविंद केजरीवाल गैंग को।
The Delhi government, however, defends the reversal, saying they don't want to go the Gujarat way.
जहां नकली शराब बिकती है वहां फिर जहरीली शराब पी के लोगों की मौत होती है, हुश ट्रेजेडी होती है। दिल्ली में भी होने लगेगी, लेकिन हम ये नहीं चाहते और ना हम ऐसा होने देंगे। इसलिए हमने तय किया कि फिलहाल जो नई पॉलिसी है उसको बंद करके सरकारी दुकानें खोलने के आदेश हमने दिए हैं।
As politics over the excise policy is set to escalate, liquor shop owners who invested in the business after changes in excise policy just last year are the ones set to lose the most after the policy reversal. With camera person Prem Singh, Akshay Dongre for NDTV.
Well, a day after being humiliated on camera by Punjab Health Minister Chetan Singh Jawar Majra, the Vice Chancellor of the Baba Farid University of Health Sciences in Faridkot, Dr. Raj Bahadur, has resigned from his post. The State Health Minister, that is after complaints regarding the cleanliness in the hospital wards, had entered the government hospital accompanied by a press and camera person and asked Dr. Bahadur to lay on a bed which was meant for the patients rather. Opposition leaders have slammed the minister's behaviour, calling it cheap theatrics. Today, the doctor was in tears when narrating the incident that happened earlier on.
बहुत ही अशोभनीय हरकत पंजाब के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर द्वारा की गई डॉक्टर राज बहादुर के साथ। ना सिर्फ वो एक डॉक्टर हैं बल्कि वो इस मेडिकल जगत की एक बहुत बड़ी इंटरनेशनली रिनाउंड पर्सनैलिटी हैं। और जिस तरह का व्यवहार किया गया किसी भी व्यक्ति के साथ, मैं समझता हूँ वो तो एक डॉक्टर हैं, वाइस चांसलर हैं और खुद एक इतनी बड़ी हस्ती हैं, किसी भी व्यक्ति के साथ इस किस्म का व्यवहार किसी मंत्री के द्वारा करना बिल्कुल अनुचित और किसी तरह स्वीकार्य नहीं है।
जिस तरीके पंजाब के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर ने बाबा फरीद यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ मेडिकल साइंसेज के वाइस चांसलर डॉक्टर राज बहादुर को अपमानित किया और वो इस्तीफा देके छोड़ के चले गए, इस घटना ने पंजाब को शर्मसार किया। डॉक्टर राज बहादुर एक वो शख्सियत हैं जिनको मेडिकल जगत में सारे देश में नहीं अंतर्राष्ट्रीय लेवल के ऊपर भी सम्मान दिया जाता है। सरकार को अपनी जिम्मेवारी समझनी चाहिए। इतना बड़ा घाटा आज मेडिकल एजुकेशन को पड़ा है कि इसको सारी उम्र पूरा नहीं किया जा सकता।
देखो काम दौरान इदां दियां जिहड़ियां तलखियां चलदियां रहिंदियां ने। डॉक्टर साहब डॉक्टर राज बहादुर मेरे बड़े अच्छे मित्र ने, बहुत पुराने। जो तो मेरे पिताजी दे स्पाइनल कॉर्ड ते इंजरी हो गई सी तां उस वेले 32 सैक्टर दे विच मैडिकल कॉलेज दे वो प्रिंसीपल भी सी, पीजे दे डायरैक्टर भी सी। सो बड़े अच्छे डॉक्टर ने, पर काम दौरान तलखियां हो जांदियां ने। पर मैं ये भी गल मनदा कि इस मामले नूं वधिया तरीके नाल भी हैंडल किया जा सकदा।
Well, the Narcotics Control Bureau on Saturday destroyed more than 30,000 kgs of drugs in a virtual presence of Union Minister Amit Shah. The NCB incinerated 30 tons of drugs in 4 locations: Delhi, Chennai, Guwahati and Kolkata. Amit Shah was present at the conference in Chandigarh when he watched virtually the incineration of the seized drugs by the NCB. Meanwhile, Guwahati police organised a mass disposal of drugs when burnt down 935 kgs of drugs seized. Among the drugs destroyed, considerable amounts of heroin, cannabis and a raw methamphetamine were in fact burnt. Nearly 4 lakhs were disposed by burning and destroyed. These were collected through various raids and seizures in the recent past. The mass destruction of the drugs was celebrated as part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav.
Today is a historic disposal of drugs, which I don't think has ever happened before in the country, where disposal of seized illicit narcotic and psychotropic substances is taking place across the country, both by state police forces and central agencies. So we, as a part of the war on drugs across the country, and as the clarion call given by our Honorable Chief Minister after he took over office on the 10th of May last year, we have been fighting this war against drugs, and today is, I will not say the culmination, because this war on drugs will never end till we have finished them, but we have hit them hard, and today is one example of the kind of success that we've had.
Well, and 4 people have been arrested after a video showed them tying a woman to a tree and beating her up in Rajasthan's Baswara district. That's what the police said. The woman's husband Mahavir and brother-in-law Kamlesh were those who were arrested. The superintendent of police, Rajesh Kumar Meena, later on, in fact, described the arrests that were made. He identified the 2 others as Manilal and Brijesh. The woman was allegedly assaulted in Khamera police station area on the 25th of July after she was seen with some unidentified youth.
देर रात हमें जो पीड़िता है उसका पता चला, तो वहां से उनके रिपोर्ट के आधार पर मुकदमा दर्ज किया और जो लोग शामिल थे उनकी पहचान की गई और अभी तक कुल 6 लोगों को पुलिस ने दस्तयाब किया है, जिसमें कि 4 बालिग हैं और 2 नाबालिग हैं और बाकी लोग भी हमारे संज्ञान में हैं। सभी लोगों की तुरंत गिरफ्तारी होगी।
Well, the CBI has seized an Augusta-Westland helicopter from the Pune premises of builder Avinash Bhosle, who's accused of money laundering and cheating in the 34,000 crore rupees Diwan Housing Finance Limited scam case. Officials have revealed this. In fact, the agency has been carrying out searches at various locations for the past few days to locate assets acquired from the proceeds of India's biggest bank fraud. The helicopter was found inside a large hall built like a hangar. With that, we're taking a very quick break. News and updates will continue. Stay with us.